Hey guys, Chris with another Walking Dead review, and today we're talking about episode 14, The Other Side. So, The Other Side kind of goes off of a whole bunch of different story arcs. Of course, we have Rosita and Sasha going to take out Negan at the sanctuary, which turned out a little surprisingly, with Sasha going to take out Negan, and Rosita looks like she's been found by possibly Dwight, maybe? We'll see what happens with that. Also, you have Daryl coming to terms with Maggie forgiving him for what happened at the beginning of this season with Glenn and everything, and just him coming to terms that even though he did make that a shot against Negan at the beginning of the season, it wasn't. Maggie kind of reassures him, just like it wasn't her fault and everything, and it's all going to be okay and nice and dandy now. And then on the other side, you have the relationship between Simon and Gregory, which I find really fascinating. Just like Gregory is sort of like slinking his way into that back into the leadership of the Hilltop, the way Simon tells it, just like, like if you ever have any problems with anyone trying to take over your leadership, just like give me a call, or like meet me at this place and I'll settle it for you and everything. So like what I like is that Gregory is using that influence to sort of get back into his leadership role, and Jesus kind of doesn't like that. But all in all, I thought the episode was really good and everything. There were a couple slow moments, but I like the stories, the character development, and how they decided to go about it and everything. But we're nearing the end here. We only have one more episode left before the finale, and the way I hear it, from what I've been reading, this is supposed to be a big season finale, but not on the level of cliffhanger-ish like it was last year, where we had to, wait constantly to see who was killed by Negan. But yeah, this is this episode that's coming up next, and the one that will come after it, is definitely going to build up to that whole idea of all-out war. And I'm not exactly sure how much of that whole story arc will be entailed as far as going into season 8. I don't know if it'll be the first half of the season or if it'll be the first half and the second half. So that's something we're going to have to see going forward into season 8. But I was kind of a little bit wishy-washy on the scenes between Sasha and Rosita, because I wasn't really sure who was going to end up making that ultimate sacrifice. It seems like it was Rosita for a second, and then Sasha kind of steps in, just be like, oh yeah, you know what, I'm going to go and take care of Negan, you don't have to worry about it, girlfriend, I got you, kind of like that. And, that's fine, because, it leaves Rosita to fulfill her own comic book destiny of getting back with Eugene and everything, and kind of starting that relationship like they do in the comics and everything. But yeah, as I said, it was a very good episode, I thought. Probably not going to be as good as the next couple of episodes. Seems like the next one was going to be, as I predicted, like Rick and his group recruiting the Oceanside, and they seem to be the last candidates that they need in initiating that grand all-out war against Negan and everything. And then the season finale is obviously going to be that giant declaration of war. Probably like all the groups meeting together, Rick discussing battle strategies and battle plans, and then just that declaration of war and everything. Because as of, I want to say, the last episode before this one, the kingdom is officially against Negan. Ezekiel does say this. So, as of right now, we have the kingdom, the Hilltop, Alexandria, the weird scavenger people that Rick happened to come across, and then if Oceanside says yes, then that is our fifth group. So we're gearing towards a big conflict for all that war. But let me know what you guys thought about episode 14, what you expect to see in the finale, maybe what Negan's role will be going into season 8 or whatever, and any other looming questions that you may have. Apart from that, I'll see you guys next Sunday for another Walking Dead review, and until then, I am Chris, this is Lucille, and I will see you in the next video. Adios.